Breathe. Hamana. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, hello, where's my audience? Woo! There they are. You ever get that deer in the headlights when you say, audience, ready, go? Yeah, that's what just happened, huh? Right, audience? Yeah, that's exactly. Hey, for those that don't know me, I'm Albert Figueroa, host of Connecting the Dots Network, and I just want to give a great shout out to my left, which is your right, Penny Campriello. Did I say it right?
Campriello.
Campriello, the Italiana. And she represents Toxic Free Journey. Toxic Free. Let's give her a round of applause here. My wife and I say thank you for joining us on the show today. It's also great to have you here.
And I say thank you for having me.
Well, tell us about this Toxic Free Journey. How did you get started on this stuff?
Toxic Free Journey is my business, but it actually represents my life, or how I strive to live my life. It started for me about 20 years ago. I'm in the nursing profession. I've been a nurse for the last 40 years, almost.
40 years, folks.
Tell me about it.
Woo.
And but 20 years ago, I used to be a bedside nurse, and 20 years ago, I developed allergies to all of the scrub soaps that we used in the neonatal unit. I'm a baby nurse. And so I had to have a whole rethink. It happened in my life where I had a lot of stress. It was almost like one of the perfect storm. There was stress in my life. I was on my own with my kids. I was working a lot. I was exposed to all these chemicals, and my body just got to a point where it said enough is enough. And at that point in my life, I changed, not careers. It did change careers, actually, because it took me away from the bedside, which was what I really loved to do.
Oh.
And so that was really the start of my journey, and my journey has just continued over the last 20 years. I did make a lot of changes in my life. I changed a lot of relationships that I had. I changed a lot of things that I did in my life, and products that I used. So it was a gradual thing. It was a whole lifestyle change that I did. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. How you get this toxic-free stuff, and now you learn this stuff, and now are you sharing it with everybody else?
Well, yeah, the thing is, Albert, that when people think about detoxing and toxic-free, a lot of the times what they're thinking about is just eating right and doing like a colonic cleanse or doing green smoothies. But in actual fact, to live a toxic-free lifestyle, you have to look at all aspects of your life. So you're looking at your relationships, you're looking at your spirituality, you're looking at your physical health, as well as your emotional well-being. And people, fortunately, or I should say, unfortunately first, people are getting sicker. They're not getting any better.
That's real.
And I've seen that in the medical profession over the last 40 years. But there is a shift, I think, in healthcare as it's going right now. People are looking for more holistic ways. And they're looking at healthcare as something, or health as something that's really, really important now. But they're looking at all aspects of their life. It's not just one part of their life, it's everything that we do. And so what I do in my business is I help to empower people to take back control of their health by removing toxicity from their lives.
Yes.
And that starts in the home. I truly believe you are only as healthy as your home, and if your home environment is lacking, then your health is going to suffer, and it comes out in lots of different ways.
It's like that old saying, who you hang around with is who you become.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a good way. You just described that right now. So if I'm going to be hanging around with Mr. Clorox and Mr. Bleach over there, and I'm going to be all... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. I remember when I was a kid, I was always told, you know what, you be careful who you hang out with, because that who you associate with is, who you are, who you become.
Exactly.
But you know what, Albert, it's not just a case of, people think about toxicity as being a big, huge insult on the body, and it's actually not. Some of the latest research shows that it's the continual small amounts of toxic exposure that we have that are actually causing all the problems that we have in our health today. So it's continuous. The good news is that there are little things that you can do that will make a big difference. You know, you can make some small changes that will have a huge impact in the long run.
What's an example? Give me an example. If you have little things changing it, is it like what you eat, what you wash your hair with, your lotions you put on, deodorant? Is it small stuff like that? Is that what you're talking about? Or is it?
Do you know what? Something as simple as opening your windows for 10 minutes a day can have a huge impact on the way that you live your life. Your home has its own little ecosystem going on, and so many things in your home are actually toxic to the environment. Just by opening your windows for 10 minutes every day, that can let the fresh air in. I know we live here in the Central Valley, but in actual fact, the air outside is way better than the air that is in your home. So believe it or not. So 10 minutes a day, and yeah, switching out your cleaning products for things that are less toxic, taking the chemicals out of your house, just removing the use of plastic in your home. What else? Not being around paint and solvents, things like that. Those are all things that are neurotoxic and affecting the brain. But I just want to say that the people that are most at risk are our little people.
Ooh.
They are pregnant moms and they are unborn babies. Those are the areas that we really should be focusing on. And fortunately, with the new Chemical Safety Act that was released just a couple of months ago, they are now looking at those target groups, and pregnant moms and young children under the age of 4 are one of the groups that they're going to be looking at for chemical exposure. So I think that's wonderful. We will see changes, but it won't be fast. You know, the government wheels work slow, but we will see changes.
But the people's wheels work faster when they're all coming together, working together.
Absolutely.
And people like yourself explaining to us, that passes it on to the next, to the next. This is how we all are exposed to this.
Yeah, it is. It's word of mouth, and that's what I love to do. I love to educate. So whenever, you know, I say my business is wherever my mouth is. Whenever I can get in front of an audience or a group of people and I can educate you on how to limit toxicity in your home and in your environment, that's what I want to do.
And Penny's excellent at that, about helping people out, folks. How can folks get in contact with you and want to know more information about you?
Actually, I have a website. My website is called Toxic Free Journey, and I have a great resources page on there with lots of resources that you can go to, where they provide safe products, companies that I really enjoy, stuff that I use myself in my own home. And then also, you can email me at penny@toxicfreejourney.com. And then also, my phone is 559-269-6793, and I welcome any calls from anybody. If you just have questions or you want some help, I'm here for you.
What about seminars? Do you go out there and share seminars?
I do, yeah. I love to go and talk to groups of people. So if you have a small group of people, maybe a daycare or a young moms club, anywhere that I can help you to protect our younger people, that's where I want to be.
Perfect, perfect, audience. Listen. This is what we're talking about here on this show, when it's all about connecting with like-minded people. Do not get infected by the toxic folks, people.
Do not.
Do not is right. Be affected by the positive people. And this is what we like to surround ourselves with, like-minded people. And this is what this show's all about, as well as Penny. Penny's involved with Connecting the Dots Network, and we help each other grow. And the more we get out there and help each other grow, one dot connects to another, to another, to another. And before you know it, we got a big old community, toxic free, right? Woo! Hey, Jackson, home in the bleach. Woo! I don't want to hang around with them no more. Hey, we're going to wrap it up. Penny, thank you for joining us on the show. My wife and I say thank you for joining us on the show. And you like good music? Let's dance our way out of here. This is Albert Figueroa and Penny Campriello. With the music. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned.
Come on, everybody, let's swing it tonight.